This is the Iron Trader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at natural gas and at crude oil. Now, the EIA report came out today on natural gas, and it was a draw of 36 BCF. They were expecting a build of 39 BCF. So she came off here just a little bit here today. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, on the weekly chart here, we're still holding very nice. Your turnaround was last week, and we got back above this key 8 simple moving average, sitting at 1.71. So far this week, we got one more day left here. After a while, day and a half today and tomorrow, that we really need to hold that 1.71 on a closing basis by Friday night. Okay, now when we look here on the daily chart, well, you can see what happened. Now, yesterday what we did is we had a topping tail. So you went through this 50-day that I've been pointing out here, breaking everybody's balls with this thing, but look how strong this is, okay? So green couldn't get through, got through, but you couldn't close, and then look what happened again today, okay? So this is the very, very key to your upside, 1.857. If, big F, you can get above that, then the next level here is going to be 1.906. That's going to be yesterday's high. And then what we want to do is we want to look to this candle at 1.955. And then we want to look to the price channel at 1.983. And then here's your big target at 2.0. That is your big target here. That's going to be here on natural gas. But it's all based on if you can close above this 50 simple moving average. Now, when we look here on your weekly chart, you notice that when you put these simple moving averages on, see, look at that. You can't get through until finally get through. These are weeks here yet too. So, okay, I'm not saying it's going to take 3 weeks to get through this. Okay, it could be through there this afternoon if you get a catalyst going here. But they're very, very strong resistance. Now remember, simple moving averages are basically targets, okay? So when you're down here, you say, okay, if it gets through here, this level, it goes to this level, that's going to be your target. And that's where she went, okay? So always look at that as your target. Another thing always look at is this. Okay, here's a perfect example. Price comes down, and look here. First of all, we're going to be looking here at that 1.77. Natural gas right now is 1.777. This is 1.773. So you're holding that target. If that's lost, then we'll come down to the next one, 1.75. That's the next target. That's what these simple moving averages are, because basically all you're doing is trading support and resistance. That's all you're really doing. Okay, so if this 21 is lost at 1.75, then you go to your next simple moving average at 1.77. See, that's where you want to do it. That's how you trade simple moving averages, okay? So again, I know a lot of people, just because like the EIA report comes out, that doesn't mean it's always going to be bullish in the stock, and a commodity or stock is going to go up. I say right here over and over again, watch that 50 SMA. If you can't get through, what do I say? It's going to go sideways to down. And what happened? It went sideways, and then she went down, okay? Now the question is, on a closing basis, can it hold this 8 SMA at 1.774? Right below it next is going to be the 21-day at 1.75. And then we're looking here at this 8 SMA here at 1.711. Okay, now then, if that's lost, then we come here to the bottom of this candle at 1.70. We'll come right here to 1.686. There's your gap. And then look to the top of this candle, 1.675, there's your fill. So your gap and your fill, and then right below here, this is that 1.64 area, right off the top of that candle. And then if that's lost, here it is, 1.589. So you go level to level to level. So this, I always like pointing it out, that if this is lost, then we go here, then we go here, then we go here, then we go here. Okay, so you don't know where it's going to stop. But bottom line is like this candle, it was 1.589. And then we look right here to the left, 1.581. Okay, so that's where you stop. And that was your nice, good double bottom here. Now, there's your contract roll, rally right on up here, just like we had the nice rally up there, but it couldn't get through. Okay, so now, again, if we can get above that 50 SMA here, this is what you want to watch. Yesterday's high, and then the 1.983, and then the top of that candle at 2.0. RSI here, looking okay. The green is still above your red. Look, showing momentum. This has not crossed over yet. But again, we want to do by Friday, you want to hold that 1.71 level. But now you can see here how nice it is. Now I scalped 5 points there out of the KOLD there today. and that was actually a good trade on basically on that EIA report. Okay, so never have opinion that it's going to go long or it's going to go short. Just see what happens and see what the action is. That is the key. Watch the action. But right now we got a good pinball action going here. You got the 50-day, your 8-day here, and then your 21-day. So this is what you all want to watch. That's all that matters right now. Downside 8, downside 21, downside 8 SMA. Upside is this 50-day. That's all that matters on the upside. You close above, you go higher. If not, you're going to go sideways to down. Just that simple. Okay, let's look at an hourly and a 4-hour. Okay, here we have an hourly chart and your 4-hour chart. Now, you can see here I was pointing out this morning, a nice series of higher lows, okay? But I said, well, watch it. If this is lost and it comes down, you're going to ruin that nice uptrend, okay? But again, it's sold off here, and you're holding this key 200 SMA at 1.766 here so far, okay? So that's what you want to watch. Now, again, this pattern is not ruined because you say, okay, I got a low, I got a higher low, and now I got a higher low here, and then we just don't worry about these two here, and then we're going to see if she can go higher. Now, again, if this is lost, that 1.76 is lost, then what do? You got to come right down to this level, 1.72, what is that? 1.71, and then we'll come down to this level here, 1.70, and then here's a big retest at that 1.686, okay? So now you know where you're going to go on the downside. The upside, you need to go up here. You got to have your 100-day, your 8-day. Everything is rolled over. Now that all becomes a resistance, and your big target is going to be right there. This price channel at 1.855 and then 1.90. Same thing here on your 4-hour chart. You had a nice, good uptrend. It kind of blew it here a little bit. But again, it's not that bad. Your 50-day is right above here. And then we have your 200-day and your 100-day is flattened out here. So this is not really that bad. Let's just see if it all can hold. And now if it can't, then we know we're going to come to this 1.70 right there. And then you know you're going to come down here to this 1.68. And then we're going to have a gap right there at 1.649. Those are your targets there on the downside. So never have an opinion. Up, down, it doesn't make any difference to a trader. If you're long or if you're short, okay, never have an opinion. I got to be all balls out long. Does not work like that, okay? So right now here, the UNG came all the way down to 1481, and now UNG is sitting here at 1492. I'm in at 1485, and I have a break-even stop at 1485 here on the UNG. I'm all out of that KOLD. I got my 5 points. Now let's see if we can do something here on the upside. Okay, that is trading. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil. Let's take a look here at the oil weekly. Looking pretty good. Okay, MACD, green over red, looking good. Plenty of room to run there, and we're above this key 100 SMA. Very, very nice. Okay, so for the week here, we just want to make sure that we hold that 82.85. That's really the only thing that's critical. If we can, then this 8-day will catch up. Okay, that's the key. It'll catch up. You don't want to have too far of a distance from it because it's just like a magnet to a fridge. It wants to come right on back. Okay, so hopefully this will just catch right on up here and we cross over that 100-day and you can go higher. Now, again, if it doesn't, then we can take a little short ski and come all the way on down here. Okay, so here it is on your daily chart. Let me just bigger up a little bit here. Now, yesterday what we had is an indecision candle. See this candle? Indecision. See this? Indecision. Okay, see this? Topping tail. Okay, topping tail. Now, again, what I looked at here is, see, we had 3 days outside the price channels. What do we have here? 3 days outside the price channels, then she came right back in. Now she's coming back in. Now, today we put in a lower low and a lower high. That's never really a good look. However, what we need to do is it has to close yesterday's low. If you can close above that, then it's not overall not that bad. So you want to watch that 84.85. Then we'll come to the top of this candle. This is 84.49. Okay, see right there, 84.85, 84.49, and then to the bottom of this candle, 83.85. And then what we want to do is watch this key level. This is 83.55. That's your 8 SMA. Now, if that's lost, we want to come right to the top here, 83.21. That was Friday's high, and then your 83.12 right here. Okay, so that would be your next support if this 8 SMA here is lost. Then we can just follow the candles down. You got, look at the high, that's 82.65 here. You have 82.48. 82.36. We can come over here, 81.74, and then we look to the bottom of this candle, 81.52, and then we have your 21 SMA at 81.45. So there's a lot of support here. Your big targets are going to be your 8, your 21. If that's lost, your big target is going to be your 200-day and then your 50 SMA. But this 50-day looks like it's curling up here. Everything is going up here nice. So any kind of a pullback, I think, is going to be a really nice, good buying opportunity. Okay, so always look at that. Okay, so RSI here got a little toppy, a little bit overbought, but that doesn't mean that that can't curve right back in here. A lot of times you can ride that 70 mark for quite a while. It basically just shows there's a lot of strength in the stock or commodity or whatever. Your MACD, your green above your red, looking really, really bullish here. So again, we have just a little red day, but this is really no surprise because when you have these days on the outside of that price channel, that tells you that it's got to get its ass right back in here. Okay, and also you notice that when the 8-day gets the price gets away from the 8-day, it wants to come back in. See this? Got away from it, come back in. Got away from it, come back in. Same here, come back in. Same here, come back in. So it wants to hug that 8 SMA here. Okay, so that's just how that works. Okay, so just always try to do anything that you can here to give you that little edge. Watch yesterday's low on a closing basis. If that's lost, we follow the candles down until you get here to this bad boy 83.54, and then you can see what happens when it gets there, if it gets there. Okay, that's what I got for you on natural gas and crude. I'll be back here after pit close and we'll go a little bit more in depth. All right, thanks for watching.